Hey guys, good morning. Oh, back to it, right? Back back to life, back to reality. So, today's daily insight is really I've already gotten a couple messages. So, I wanted to share with you that we've got the Divine Oracle coming up today, okay, with purpose. I was told to pre shuffle 6 times. So we're getting something about our throat chakra, being in our authenticity, okay? So, first of all, we're building what we're seeing first is to build on solid ground. I'm going to read this message because it's really a beautiful message for all of us. That's really kind of showing what's happening today. I think I have actually um, demanded my powers back and put myself on the highest timeline about 10 times already this morning. So you're not crazy. There's a lot of shifting. There's a lot of time jumping going on. So what are the messages from the divine and how can we make this work? First of all, why are we shifting so much? Hey Deb, good morning. So happy you're here. So I just got the chills. I'm seeing you pop in. So that's awesome. So as you can see in the chat, today's vibration is a 10, which means what? We're closing a cycle, but we're also stepping into a new one. And this is why we're feeling all this timeline jumping. Okay. So yeah, thank you for that reminder. Thanks for the like, Deb. When you guys come in, go ahead and like this video. And I do have a challenge going on. When you share any of my videos, I am growing my YouTube channel. So when I double my subscribers, when I get to 140 subscribers, I will be giving away a personal reading for 30 days. It's a $45 value. And all you get to do is share any of my videos to help me grow this channel. These are such incredible messages. I want to share them with all light workers, get them in the hands of everybody. We need all the help we can get. So let's go ahead and take a look. What is this card all about? I think it's pretty awesome, and I'm going to read from the author of the Divine Oracle because it puts it in perfectly. What's crumbling are simply elements of your life that have been built on shaky ground. The good health you've ignored becomes illness. The commitments you've dishonored give way to separation. The finances you've exploited transform into debt. You may feel that it's an end of your world, and yes, indeed, it is an end of those aspects. Ooh, goosebumps. That aren't solidly grounded. But be glad because it's far too stressful to pretend that all is well when it isn't. Things are breaking down, not because you're being punished. Rather, it's because they were never safe and solid in the first place. So, your divine energy is calling you to create a life based on a firm and truthful foundation with genuine integrity and not superficial appearances. And so this is why at 3:33 on the clock, no joke, we are, we've got the Blackbird came forward this week. It's all about singing our song in our authenticity. And so this is what's really coming together. And I want to mention, because it's coming up, when I first channeled the Blackbird, what I heard was bye, bye, Blackbird, meaning we're saying goodbye to some of these things that have kept us on shaky ground. All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and read this whole thing. We're not going to do this for every card, but we are going to do it for this one. Your divine energy is calling you. Oh, calling you. So we're being called to create that authenticity. Here's an invitation for you. Scrutinize the bedrock of your life and invest your time and effort into soundly recreating it. But don't try to shore up shaky ground. Instead, step aside and let things collapse. What is true will emerge from the dust, and what is false will disintegrate. I have full-blown goosebumps. View your losses not at your worst nightmare, but as your liberation. Feel the freedom that comes from no longer living in denial and trying to sustain something flawed. Let the chips fall where they may. At least you know where you stand. Powerful. All right. So we're going to do 8 shuffles together today, you guys. And we're just going to read the cards as they come. That's what the angels wanted us to do. So, first cut, keep your commitments, okay? Keep your commitments. Even if you feel like things are falling apart around you, it's important to make sure that you're keeping the commitments and participating in what is right now. That's part of your authenticity. We don't just run around, right? We don't just run around and give it up. Here we go. First card. Love yourself. Love yourself as things are peeling away, as things are falling apart. Make sure you stay centered. Love yourself. Positive affirmations if need be. Everyone's at a different standpoint, okay? Everyone deals with this in different ways, but know that you're surrounded and things are falling off to alchemize so that you can step into your authenticity, okay? Definitely reflect on your truth. It's okay that it feels like your structure is falling apart. Like we said at the beginning, what is meant to be shall be, okay? What is meant to be shall be. And in a lot of ways, by going ahead and allowing yourself to let go, ask with sincerity to let go. Yeah, ask with sincerity to let go. Be of service. You want to change your structure, you want to let things go. Be in the moment, okay? This is all about being of service to others, putting things in perspective, okay? When you put things in perspective and you see what others are going through, it really is a big shift, all right? At this time, making sure you're choosing your friends wisely because we've got like a lot is changing in the background. So it's really important to make sure that you're following your heart center. We're seeing a lot of this, really putting yourself first, okay? Putting yourself first. Reach for the stars. Don't allow what's happening around you. Look at all this heart centered. Are you loving it? Strengthen your gifts. That's what building your authenticity is going to do for you. It's like the less shadows, the less that's on shaky ground, which is really built on fear, my friends, okay? Anything built on fear is doomed to fail. So let it go. Let it all go. Why hold on to something that's not meant for you? It's not affecting your structure as much as you think. Do you see like this disintegration, this alchemization? It's like in the center, as long as you keep the love for yourself at the forefront, it's like you're just going to alchemize, and that's going to allow you to build on what? On love. And anything built on love, my friends, is what you want, okay? Because that is what it takes in order for it to be not shaky, for it to be on solid ground. It just takes this love and authenticity. Okay, so don't worry about all the other stuff, is what the divine is telling us. This is a wake up call for you, my friends, to alchemize. Okay, so go ahead and, as much as need be, demand your power back. If you're feeling the stress, if you're feeling the anxiety, do me a favor and take a moment and call your power back to you, because it really makes a difference. I'm telling you, call your power back to you and ask your angels to put you on your highest timeline, okay? Because there's a lot of shifting going on. Shine your light during the shift. Shine your light, all right? Don't center on what's leaving, okay? Whatever you decide to focus on, Whatever you decide to look at, whatever you believe is truth. Okay. So it's like allowing yourself to choose the vibration. I keep forgetting about the light. Sorry about the in and out here. Okay. Think things through. Okay? There's no rush, there's no timeline. That's part of the illusion of why things are on shaky ground. Sometimes when we make decisions that are rushed and that are forced, have you ever noticed that those tend to not be the best decisions for us? So take some time to think things through. This is the time to recreate, to recode, to restructure. Okay? And I love because what I'm hearing right now is in the center when you get round to it, when you get around to it. Okay? I've shared that on my page before. And around to it is just fine. So if you're feeling this rush in your head, a lot of people are like, "Oh, I haven't made my New Year's resolution." Well, let me tell you, those don't really work anyway. Okay, so don't stress it. But can you take the energy of going into a new year and decide to do something different for your growth? Absolutely. But think it through. What's going to work best for you? On our Infinite Energy page, if you want to join, the details are in the comments on Facebook. We've been exploring our one word for the last week or so, and we've got plenty of time because with Mercury retrograde, we're not starting anything new anyway. Okay, so do things when you get around to it. Feel your way through and prioritize. If you want to watch movies today and that's what your heart is telling you because you need some self care, do it. Okay? Beautiful. All right. Oh my God. Again, this is your wake up call. This is your wake up call. There is much going on in the background. This is your chance to alchemize, okay? There are timelines. Speaking of things that are crashing, there are timelines crashing and they affect all of us. This is what affects these timeline jumps. This is what affects the energy of the tower moments. But the more that you anticipate the tower moments, the easier it is to alchemize through them. Does that make sense? It's going to fall anyway. Why hold on to it? Why spend your energy holding on to it? Let go. Whatever's meant to stay will stay. We're building on solid ground. All right. Engage higher reason. Okay? Think about things from a higher perspective. A lot of times, and this is me too. I used to say, "Why me? Why is this happening? Everything is falling apart." Until I learned a very smart lesson. A very smart lesson. And it came in a moment of pure chaos. I'm not going to lie, many moons ago, it feels like. Actually, it was probably about 10 years ago. And I said to myself, are things falling apart? And I quickly realized that they were actually falling together. Okay. And I know this is hard, but when things are falling together, you've got to love yourself. You've got to believe. You've got to hold that vibration and that frequency. All right. You've got to express your joy. This is something that you don't have to get around to it. You do it in the moment. Don't allow what is happening around you to steal your authenticity, to steal your joy, your bliss. There are so many things that we can be blessed for, right? I mean, I am so grateful for just being doing this, waking up this morning. As soon as I get out of bed and my feet hit the ground, the very first words out of my mouth are thank you. Thank you for another day. Thank you for another day for me to experience. Why do you want to experience sorrow when you have the choice, my friends? You have the choice. Wake up call, right? You have the choice to choose joy. 15:15 on the clock. That's at 6 and 6. How do you experience joy? I'm getting the 6 and 6. How do you stay into your authenticity? Well, you focus on gratitude. You focus on grace, giving yourself grace. If you're falling apart today, I hope you find this message. You're not alone. Many people will fall apart. But if you give yourself grace and say, I demand my powers back on all timelines, angels of the highest light, please put me on my highest timeline on the best earth and the best universe. And you take some deep breaths and you call your power back to you. And you say, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is grace. That is gratitude. It's that simple. You don't need to have journals. You don't need all the hype. All you need to do is speak to yourself. Love yourself. That's what we started on. You want the 8 steps to the alchemy? The first one starts with loving you, no matter what. No matter what. And also having that same vibration for those around you. I'm very passionate about my mission. And my mission I discovered many years ago. And yes, it's changed, but my mission has always been to love people where they are and to empower them to make a difference if they want to. It's all about choice. It's all about choice. Okay? That's the wake up call today that the divine is bringing in. So engage in that higher reasoning. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Say, wow, I am really, really being tested. How can I look at this from another point of view? What is coming up? It's like my bank account is negative right now. And what am I supposed to learn from this lesson? Okay. And sometimes it's hard to flip the script. But guess what? That's where the true alchemy happens. Oh, I'm feeling all this passion this morning. I just got full blown chills. Let go and enjoy. Let go and enjoy. EIN. Go inside. Take some time to meditate. When we had the wisdom come through of the blackbird sings its song at 198 hertz. This is not coming in by accident. You need a little assistance, let me tell you. Frequency and vibration is no joke. Sorry about that. Frequency and vibration is no joke, and it can help you shift. Okay, sorry. It can help you shift as needed. Okay, and so go on YouTube, find 198 hertz healing frequency, and you'll see it's holy vibes. You want to change things around and flip the script, make the choice. All right, that's what it's all about. Make the choice. Accept what is dying. What? This is so unbelievable. Let it fall. Let the shadows fall because they are not taking you anywhere. If you want to go somewhere, it's holding that frequency, it's alchemizing, it's finding the silver lining, which doesn't mean it's not all just, when I say the silver lining, it's not just like what you speak, it's what you feel. It's what you feel. And how does that happen? By loving yourself, by staying heart centered. Do you see these cards? By staying heart centered, no matter what's happening to your structure. Okay? Keeping yourself centered no matter what's happening in the background. This is what's coming up on every single one of the cards today. Accept what is dying. Let it fall. Let it fall and make room for what's to come. I cannot express this enough. Let go and enjoy. Enjoy. Because when you alchemize within, that's what changes the structure on the outside. Everyone thinks, well, if I do this, then. No. When you go in, when you take a step back and go in and say, how can I use my imagination? How can we think a solution through this? When you go in and alchemize, I'm sorry about this crazy light changing. These are the moments that actually change the out. As within, so without. That's where it all starts. It all starts in the spirituality. It all starts in the ethers. And the ethers have to be accessed to 111, to 111 on the clock. How can you collaborate with the one and get alignment with the one? The divine is here showing you. Again, engage with that higher reason. Okay, we're going to have to read that. But let me go ahead. We're going to have to read that because that has come up many times. Okay, it's on bottom again. And look it, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're on the 7th card. I believe there's some magic here. So, oh, I've got full-blown chills all over the place. So let's go ahead. Engage in higher reason. Happens to be card number 22, the Master Builder. I knew there was going to be something really related to this. Okay, page 47, which is an 11. I mean, I'm sorry, I just can't help it. But we're aligning to this knowledge right now. Okay, page 47, forgive me. I'm going to page engage higher reasoning. Are you unsure of what is exactly true and what is just your fear or illusion talking? Are you feeling insecure or threatened? Not to worry, you're safe. It is time to discern fact from fiction. However, and respond to life's challenges in a grounded, objective way instead of in an emotionally reactive one. Amen. Rise above the rushing river, your emotions, and engage your reason and logic to better navigate the daunting, emotionally charged rapids that you may be experiencing at this moment. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? This is so beautiful. Your divine energy is calling you to be detached. That's right. Detach and observe the situation objectively for a moment. Go within and observe. Take nothing personally. Remain calm and available to all points of view without feeling defensive. 2240 or 2344. You want you want to change your structure in 2023? This is how you do it. You detach because when you attach, you are creating a judgment. You're creating hierarchy. You're comparison. There's a comparison happening. This is the basis of emotional reaction. Okay? And what happens there is you automatically shut down what you're trying to accomplish. Okay? So let's change it up. Let's detach, let's pull back, and let's look at it from an objective point of view. Go within. Using the sound therapy if need be to help yourself calm down and slow the reaction. Breathing is really a great way to slow the reaction. Like they say, count to 10 for a reason. But I like to do what I call 6-5-4 breaths. So in for 6, you take a nice deep breath. In for 6, you engage that belly, hold it for 5, and then release it for 4. And you do a box. So how do you that box breathing? You hit every single corner of your structure, and this helps you to stay heart-centered. It really does work, my friends. Okay. This is your divine invitation. Resist emotional drama. Avoid its addictive lure and see it for the waste of energy that it is. I just heard, don't worry about the siren call. And I think that this is really interesting because in my sacred work, I'm getting a lot of siren calls from the Atlantean timeline. In fact, okay, there is much happening, and that's affecting our solar plexus. That's energy that's rising up for the collective. This is happening to all of us, okay? It's happening for one, it's happening for all. And so this has a lot to do with the energy that we're experiencing. So don't let it grab you. Use your higher reason to sort fact from fiction. Begin by looking at the situation from all sides. Organize your thoughts and tune into your sixth sense for clarity. For example, if you're caught in an endless spiral of conflict with someone, ask yourself, what do I want to happen? And what do I want to happen? And what's actually occurring instead? What am I doing to prevent my desired income? What's the first step I must take in order to move forward? And am I willing to take that step? You know, this is the part of alchemizing, looking from all different vantage points, because sometimes and most times we are being our own worst enemy, to be honest, okay? And this is based on that emotions and reaction. How can we be intentional? Reason isn't the opposite of intuition. Rather, it clears the way to better access your inner guidance. Allow your logic to lead you right now. Allow your logic to lead you right now. Beautiful. That was really beautiful. Okay. Admit your vulnerabilities. Look at it from all vantage points. We just literally had that. Okay, and choose your vibration. How can you choose the vibration coming from the light rather than on your shadow? How can we look at the shadow and how can we alchemize it and flip the script? Okay, I'm actually seeing in my mind's eye as I'm looking at this card, like pressing. You see how it's all dotted? Like I'm just having this imagination where you can push it and flip it. Okay. And you can do the same exact thing. All right. One more card. Be patient and just be. Be patient with yourself. You know, it took time to create these reactions. It takes time to recode them as well. Sometimes we got to come back to them over and over and over again. If you think it's going to disappear the very first time, I'm here to tell you that's not how it works. Okay? And the universe is going to test you. So you want to let go of, you want to truly alchemize these triggers. You know how you do it? The next time it rises up, which to be honest might be later today, it might be tomorrow. The next time it rises up, right away, pull back, discern, right away, say to yourself, this is a reaction, pull back, and how can I make an intention, right? How can I make an intention? So, our last piece of advice from the divine today, based on the energy that we're getting about staying in our authenticity, about all this shifting in the timeline jumping that's happened today, raise your vibration. Raise your vibration. And how do we do that, my friends? We ask for our power back. We ask to be on our highest timeline. And then we go within and we look at things from a different point of view. All right? We go within and look at things from a different point of view. I actually want to see, we've been on here together, but why not go ahead and see what some of the tips are from this author on raising the vibration. So just a moment. This is not in alphabetical order. Number 57. Okay, you guys know how I feel about Heinz 57. I love Heinz 57 because it was something that surprised. So, how can we create something surprising for ourselves by changing the ingredients? You see, this is how we raise our vibration. You see, 120. Because, all right, so we're going to finish up with this. Are you suffering from vague physical ailments, headaches, belly aches, phantom pain, or worse? Are you struggling to feel healthy or strong? Don't panic. Don't panic. Do you see the Harlequin pattern behind you? It's really just about your structure. It's about the nerve system behind it. Okay. So don't interpret any physical challenges or ailments as sign of failure or weakness. Your body's complaints are simply its way of alerting you to the need to release old patterns and unexpressed feelings so that you have a clear and active physical vibration. Embrace them lovingly and thank your visible self for working so hard to properly house your spirit. Commonly choose to cast off useless feelings of depression, sorrow, self recrimination in order to retrieve your health. Your divine energy is calling you to introduce your body to a higher, more positive, healthy vibration through loving and healthy choices and thoughts. What have we been talking about this last 30 minutes together? Honestly, it's that easy. You don't need a program. You don't need a class. I'm here to tell you, you don't even need a healing. It's all within you. You have the power to change all of this. Raise your vibration. It is a choice. It is a choice. Your divine invitation. Discipline your mind to focus on the energies that enable you to love your body. Step number 1, love yourself. Thank you to the divine. Focus on those energies and listen with patience and interest. If it's troubled, if it's troubled, it's alerting you to release what no longer serves you. By letting go of these old patterns, you'll raise your vibration and enhance your physical and your psychic vitality. And if you're having a hard time, you know, keeping the emphasis on yourself, how can you be of service to others? Because as we just saw, this is about strengthening your gifts. So, believe it or not, all these triggers and all these release patterns are all about you strengthening your spiritual gifts, allowing you to think things through, allowing you to discern what is right for you. It's not about what's in stone for others, it's about what's right for you in the moment. You're the one that gets to decide. You're the one that can express your joy in your song. But it's time to accept what is dying within. It's time to accept that these are actually hurting your health, hurting your vision, hurting your joy, stealing from you in a lot of ways. But you don't have to accept that, my friends. You just accept that it's dying, right? And you can flip the script by just admitting these vulnerabilities. You can literally push the buttons within you and flip the script. It's all about the vibration. These are the 8 steps that the divine has brought in for you today because there's a lot of shifting and happening going, a lot of shifting and timeline jumping. And the fact that this oracle came up today to be used, it's happening on the Atlantean timeline. So if you've had a lot of stuff, if you keep hearing the siren call, it's time to not pay attention to that and to sing your own song moving forward. You don't need another song to lead you in a direction. You just need to follow your own voice. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on the Daily Insight. I hope you enjoyed today's advice. I certainly am enjoying it. Thank you to the divine for coming in. Have yourself a blessed day, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good one. Oh, by the way, if you didn't catch last night, take a chance to go ahead and check out. I did some oracle for the year of 2023, and for January, what was the word? Reflection. So, how can we go in and reflect? How can we reflect on what's truly happening? And how can we let it go and move forward stronger than ever? I'm so excited that the magic is leading us in 2023, and I look forward to chatting it up with you guys soon. Don't forget to share. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.